Alright guys, welcome back to Dark Souls Unpatched. So now that I've finally reached Dragon Dad status, I'm going to make my way into the Duke's Archives and kill Seath, who is a scaleless imposter and must be eliminated for the sake of the gene pool. I don't really remember that much of the Duke's Archives. It's surprising to me because I played the remaster about 2 weeks ago. I beat the game, and then I went through about half of it again. And when I got to the Duke's Archives on the first run, I just couldn't remember how it went. My brain just refused to process it. There's a stairway configuration that you have to have in the Duke's Archives. You'll see it when we get to it, but basically the area is divided into two halves, and to get through it you have to rotate a staircase a certain way. To get to the other staircase, rotate that a certain way, and then you can go down to a corridor which leads you to the bonfire and the rest of the area. And I couldn't figure it out. My brain just blew a fuse and had no idea where to go. It's only when I spotted an illuminated archway when I remembered, oh, that's where I'm supposed to go, and I just happened to be on the right level, so I took the staircase down and made it. It took me a very long time to memorize Central Yharnam in Bloodborne, that's for sure. 2 or 3 months, maybe. I've always liked games that actually tell you where you're supposed to go, but not so I can just beat the game as quickly as possible. That just completely kills the point. And I've not really been fond of exploration either. I like to play games efficiently, as I believe I've mentioned before. And a game that tells you where you're supposed to go is great for me because I can just ignore that and go everywhere else first. It's part of why I like Skyrim so much. I've spent a lot of time in that game. Oh, wasn't expecting that. I don't know what these guys are weak to. I'm assuming lightning, because they're covered in armor. But then again, it might be crystal armor or something. Fuck knows. I swear I remember those crystal guys that you'll see in a moment here being resistant to lightning instead of weak to it like I would have thought. Whoa. Uh-oh. Ow. Do or die? It was do. Haha. Fangbore helm? Nah, I didn't think so. Let's see. I'ma pop that soul. There was something I was going to level. I think it was probably endurance, but vitality might be a good bet at this point. Do I really need endurance? I've got Mask of the Father, Dragon Greatsword, Darkhand. That's really all I need. At least for the purposes of fast rolling. I don't need 25% equipment load to fast roll, to be fair, but endurance, a bit of health. I think a bit of health is safer. I'm aware that it kind of kills the purpose of the run, and it wasn't really a purpose to begin with, because I was just trying to screw around with what was unpatched to see what was different. But I didn't initially intend to take advantage of anything from the unpatched version, like the Darkwood Grain Ring, which is why I'm under 25% now. But I guess I might for the end of... Oh! Thanks for that. That's what I get for abusing things. I didn't even actually abuse it. I just talked about... Stop that. I just talked about abusing it. Alright, swing. Thank you. I love that roll. Ow! Not very fond of the enemies here, I must admit, especially the Channeler. I would expect if the Channeler buffed... God damn it. Buffed the enemies here, and one of these enemies got a clean hit on me. Douchebag. I would die in 2 hits. Easy. Or if you would do something other than that fucking instant wind-up shoulder charge, I might be able to counterattack. Or if I don't predict it and actually... Oh, no, that was too early. That would have worked, but I was just too early. Come on, bring it. I know where you live. It's right here. Oh, really? I'm gonna need all my skills to beat you. That was a partial parry game. Oh, see, you thought you got me with the shoulder charge that time, but you were not correct. Oh, wow. Instead, you got me with that basic bitch swing. Really? Can that attack just not be parried and I'm shit at this game? There we go. See, that wasn't so hard now, was it, my own fingers? You better drop something for my troubles. No, of course not, you stingy shit. No crystal golem here. Sad face. This fuck has been shooting at me this whole time. Oh shit, the channeler has been at work. Okay, need to get through here. I think the buff has worn off. Yeah, it has. Good. Ooh. Brutal. You're still buffed. I might wait for that to wear off, because if he hits me, I'm probably just straight up dead. Or you can just charge me, that's fine too. I can just wait for that and counterattack. I don't have very much health, luckily. I do believe there is a soul of a brave warrior under the stairs, along with this goober. Didn't actually mean to backstab him, but I'll take it. Aha. I hear you archers arching at me. And I did want to backstab you, but too much to ask. Anyone else? See, I was skeptical about parrying him because I knew he was going to do some attack that I just wouldn't be able to parry. Is there a chest on this level? Yes, there is. Is it an actual chest? Yes, it is. Twinkling Titanite's always good. How many do I have? 5. Ugh. I'm usually doing pretty good on upgrade materials by the time I get to this point in the game, and this... I honestly can't tell you if this is my usual route through the game. I'm not sure. I don't really have a set path that I take. I usually beeline it to the Great Club, and then after that, I'm just laughing. I guess if you were to ask me if I took the route that I did in this playthrough for any specific reason, I would have to tell you definitely no. Get wrecked. I love these animations. I'll never get tired of them. I'm pretty sure they're just straight ripped out of Demon Souls as well. Which kind of sucks because I'd want these extra brutal Hornet Ring animations to be the default animations, and I'd want something extra brutal when you put the Hornet Ring on. In fairness to the Hornet Ring though, punching someone in the chest, tearing out their heart from the back, and having them just bounce forwards on a backstab with a... I think it's a barehanded weapon, or it could be a one-handed, I'm actually not sure, is pretty sweet. So for this fight, you can equip either the Rare Ring of Sacrifice, or the Cursebite Ring and a Ring of Sacrifice. Do that, and no matter how you die, you'll pretty much be set. If you're going Cursebite and normal Ring of Sacrifice, then don't worry, because the curse isn't going to really build up anywhere near enough to get you. But the Rare Ring of Sacrifice just solves that problem entirely, so there you go. Ring Curse Revived. I've never seen that message before. I thought it was always Ring Revival or Rare Ring Revival. That's cool. Now the game will spawn me in Fuckville. I might kindle this bonfire. It's not possible to warp away from this bonfire because reasons. And I might need a buffer in case something goes horribly wrong here. My guy is ripped. So kill this guy, he'll drop a key. And you can now escape. Yay. There's an annoying dickbag down there who will turn on... I'm pretty sure it's a gramophone. Pardon me, why are we running? There's a guy here who wants to kill you, and you're just ignoring him. So mean. I gotta say, I do like the look of this place. Massive library type area. There's torches and shit hung up everywhere, gears and stuff. I don't know what the hell you guys are, but... Need to retreat. Oh dear, I might actually die from this. Oh. Yep, I thought so. That's why we kindle bonfires. Let me just take my post-death stretch. Feels good, man. Oh, just smack my controller against a table. Well, I don't want to look like a piece of bacon this whole time. As good as bacon is, I'd rather my human look like a human. That's better. I was trying to roll past it to give myself some better ground because they were all recovering from an attack animation. Oh good, I have to kill these fuckers again. Oh, you were keen? Oh, not so much anymore? Given up? Same exact fate. So this time, I think I'm going to kill those things that come up. I think they're called Pasakas. Once you turn off that gramophone thing... Again, pretty sure it's a gramophone, not 100%. Once you turn that off, they'll all spawn... You can't really see it that well. Oh yeah. It's just in front of where those four are gathered up. And they won't get out of that room, so you can just annihilate... What? So then you can just annihilate them with Wrath of the Gods or Firestorm or something. Chaos Storm is my personal pick for doing that. It's quite fun. I was hoping that would get that one in the back, because he was about to grab me. Who would have guessed that panic rolling is not the ideal strategy? Interesting hitboxes there, I must say. Yeah. I don't remember why that water shit he just launched at me is bad for hitting you. For hitting you? If it hits you. Might be curse build-up. Also, you can backstab them too. Really, only 451 damage. Well, how about this? Killing these guys is how you get the bountiful and soothing sunlight miracles. Also, I can't open this, I don't have the extra key. That's a Firekeeper soul over there. I don't normally go for it just because it's really out of the way. In most cases when I play through this game, I'll try to grab everything that I possibly can. And since that includes boss weapons, I'll have to go into New Game Plus anyway, so I just won't bother going for that Firekeeper soul. Wait a second, I got sidetracked, forgot what I was doing, and completely ran the wrong way. I know you're all screaming at me, I can fix this, it's okay. I'll turn off that goddamn gramophone too. Gramophone, registered trademark. I can also hear ticking. I don't remember hearing about that before. I don't remember hearing that before. I can also hear ticking. I don't remember that before. Why is... Huh? I'm confusion. Fuck this guy. Uh-oh. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, they're trying to cut me off at the pass, as they say in lots of movies. Take cover from the snake before you... Whoa. Before you heal up, because he'll throw lightning at you like that. Just going to try it again, so I'm going to do this. So now I can murder both of you. Come on, I want some cheap backstabs. That's better. No one's dropping anything. No flambeaux, no manserpent greatsword, nothing. Well, before I get that chest, I'm going to shut this fucking thing off. For some reason, the camera flips 180 degrees around when you pull that lever. I think it's the second one in the game that does that. The other one being in New Londo Ruins. Is it weird to anyone else that they store these keys in chests? Remember the Tower of Latria and Demon Souls that just had them hanging on the walls? I get they wanted to make them more obvious in this game because it was kind of easy to miss those keys in the Tower of Latria and Demon Souls. But an entire chest for keys? Couldn't you just have them marked like on a notice board somewhere? The remake of Resident Evil 2 at least taped them to a whiteboard at one point. These guys don't have a very good mind for business, obviously. They've got a really well-organized collection of books here. But who gives a fuck about where we place our keys? We've got a chest here. Should we store our equipment in it? Our spells, spell tools, weapons, shields. Should we store books even in our library? No, let's put a fucking key in it. There's even an open book there. It's very disorganized. Can you imagine climbing this ladder in Demon Souls with that ladder climbing speed? That game seriously needs a remaster. If it comes to PC, along with Bloodborne, I'm set for life. I'll never play anything else again. Hi there, General Kenobi. I'm not going to be parrying these guys very much because their attacks are varying in how they come out. It's very unpredictable, so it's just a pain in the ass. I didn't want the backstab on that guy, but I know it looked like I was going for ow. You think your piddly little shield can withstand my dragon greatsword? You are not correct. Okay, so here's the part that's probably going to take me a little while to work out. Channeler, no. I can't remember exactly how much health they have, but they have somewhere around 500 health, and if you hit them with a powerful enough attack, they won't teleport away. Fortunately for me, Dragon Greatsword's two-handed R2, pretty fucking strong, as you might imagine, so they just get wrecked if they get hit by both blasts. I swear you can parry that. I might just be off on the timing, but I'm damn sure you can parry that jump attack. I know it's a jump attack and you can't normally parry jump attacks. But there are some jump attacks... Sorry, there are some attacks that look like jump attacks that are actually regular attacks that can be parried. Good luck following that sentence. Made perfect sense to me. Where's that second channeler? I think he might be... Well, not there. I think both of them are on the opposite side. I'm not going to try to parry that. Ooh, gotta run a zigzag to dodge these arrows. Whoop. Good thing these arrows travel at realistic speeds. Am I right, guys? That sailed straight over my head. You saw that. May as well spin this so I've got some iframes. See that chest? It's a little tricky to see, but it's on top of the bookshelves there. It's a huge pain in the ass to get, don't know what the fuck they were thinking putting it there. But inside that chest is a meme weapon, the Avalon. It's a crossbow that fires 3 bolts per pull of the trigger. It's, quite abused in PvP. Let's just say that much. It got worse in Dark Souls 2 when people were making... I think they were called Haviland builds. They would just make mundane builds, infuse the Avalons with mundane, power stance them, and just shoot people and annihilate them. Not so much fun. The majority of the people who play this game, especially in the PvP, are just elitist shitbags anyway. Obviously nothing against the entire Dark Souls player base. Well, I guess the entire Soulsborne player base. But holy shit. Most of the PvP encounters I've been into are just pure cancer. Everyone's just trying to win with bleed weapons and out. Yeah, pretty much that. It's always some kind of spell that's stupidly easy to dodge. You'd have to be a complete moron to not realize how to dodge it. Oh wow. You don't have as much health as I thought you did. It's a nightmare, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Now I believe this is either a chest with spell in it or... Okay, yep. I could have sworn there's a mimic around here somewhere. There might be, and I'm just thinking of a different area, or I haven't been to it yet, I'm not sure. Anyway. There was one time that was quite wholesome in Dark Souls 3 when I invaded as, I think it was a Mound Maker. And if you're unaware, the Mound Makers are the only covenant in the game that are hostile towards everybody. The host, friendly phantoms, even other red invaders who are there also to kill the host, they're just hostile to everyone. And I invaded as one of them. We had a Sunbro and a white phantom who was helping the host. Still a legitimate chest, I swear. Oh yeah, it's in the next room. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, we had two friendly phantoms. There were 3 invaders, I think. 2 of them were red, 1 of them was blue. And there was also me. I wasn't doing the math there, but I'm pretty sure that's 6. The host had used a fucking, what's it called? Seed of a Tree of Giants, or Seed of a Giant Tree in Dark Souls 3. I think it's a Seed of a Giant Tree. And all of us ended up helping him through the area. We even gave him a proper bow and everything. It was awesome. Those kinds of moments are so rare, because everyone's just trying to play this game. How do I phrase this? They're trying to tick an arbitrary checkbox like, oh, I beat Dark Souls under these circumstances that make it ridiculously easy. Look at my gigantic EP, guys. And yet we have people out there who have beaten this game with a fucking drum kit and a Guitar Hero controller and stuff like that. Truth is, these games are not that hard. And they're not difficult but fair either. They're just bullshit, but they disguise it very well. It's very easy to work the system too. Or to game the system, not work the system. If you know how the mechanics work, like backstab fishing in Dark Souls 1. You can turtle with a fair few shields. Also, roll off this ledge. You can just walk off as well, and you'll land on here and not take any damage. If you walk off any other side, it's a steep enough drop for you to take damage. But anyway, yeah, then Dark Souls 2 rolls around, and backstabs are not instantaneous, and everyone bitches about tracking. I think Dark Souls 3 did an okay job of working around... Gotta get out of the way quickly in case one of them leaps at me. A pretty decent job of countering some of the easy ways to cheese enemies in that game. They had... I can't remember the name of the enemy, but I think it shows up in Road of Sacrifices, where it has a plank strapped to its back. And because of that plank, you can't backstab it. Crystalline said here, I kind of like the look of this set. I don't use it very often unless I'm running a build that has a lot of equip load. But sometimes I'll mix and match a part, maybe the gloves or the helmet, and it looks nice. I like how corrupted and fucked up it looks, for lack of a better term. It just looks wacky and out there. So Dark Souls 2 gets shit on because it's not possible to cheese the game anymore. Because that's all the people who are playing this game tend to look for these days, which is really unfortunate, because PvP would be fine if people actually didn't act like dickheads all the time, just try to kill you for their own EP, and they'll just toss Great Chaos Fireballs at you, point down gesture, they'll just use bleed weapons and poison, toxic, all the other shit you can imagine. It's just a nightmare. I tend to stay out of PvP in this game for that very reason. But PvP in general is not really something I tend to enjoy, so it works out. I was hoping to get all 3 of you. So down this way is the blue Titanite slab. You can kind of see it to the left of my knee there. It's a nightmare. I'm not going to go for it. I don't want it. Hi. Do you require assistance, sir? That's okay, just go your own way, I'll go mine. Oh, you're following me? Okay, that's cool. Just follow me to the promised land. We will take care of Seath ourselves. So I'm going to try to show you a trick in this fight that I used to get Seath's tail. It works 9 times out of 10. It's a little bit inconsistent depending on how good your positioning is when he breaks the crystal. And be warned, the first time you enter this fight, there's no fog. The fog only shows up as soon as the boss fight actually starts, so it's possible for the clams to come in and just make the boss fight much harder. So run back here. Do not break the crystal. You're waiting for Seath to do an attack, just like that one. He just broke his own crystal. Of course, there's a clam. That's your cue to run way back here and hit the tail with everything you've got. Sometimes you won't have enough damage to quite pull it off. Shit. Ooh, it's not very often that I survive that. Need to be careful around the clams. I say that as I one-shot it. I think I might have just been a bit too slow on the tail cut there, but I do want that tail. It's so juicy. There we go. Oh no, not again. Are you really going to do me like this, game? Yep, you are, aren't you? You son of a bitch. Well, looks like no Moonlight Greatsword for me. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, I recognize that attack. What am I panicking about? Oh, that's not very much damage. And weapon at risk, and he's exploding. I might just straight up die here. Ooh, got away with it. I don't think I bought any repair powder. No. Of course not. So good at planning. But seriously, tail. Oh, wait. Is there hope? No, well, not at this rate. Hang on. Need to get your tasty meat. There we go, got it. I wasn't worried. Were you guys worried? I wasn't worried. Everything's fine. $232 damage is not very good. Oh, that's a bad attack. That's the one where he explodes. That attack is usually a pretty good opportunity to go around and hit the tail as well, but you have to be very quick on the timing. Whoa. I recognize the animation, just got out of the way in time. No, you don't. Mine's better. You will explode all over nobody. Nice. 35,000 souls, I'm gonna guess? 40,000. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'll throw my levels into Vitality. I think I'm going to need some Vitality for Gwyn, considering my armor. Only I have none. Insert Bjorl after here. I think that's this entire area done. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. It's a pretty smooth fight, too. Besides my weapon almost breaking and me having no repair powder, I think I might actually go and take care of that now. I think the Undead Merchant sells repair powder, or maybe Domnor sells it. I don't remember. I know that he sells gold pine resin, thank you loading screen, but I can't really use that on this weapon now, can I? The description of the Prism Stone there tells you about a very rare 8th color, but I don't think that very rare 8th color actually exists. I saw a Reddit post about it some time ago that were testing for it, and they just never got this color. Just like the pendant, they lie. Come on, sprint, sprint, out. Stop it. I'm just trying to jump to a merchant. Hello. Let me buy your shit. Oh yeah, I didn't think so. Oh yeah, he doesn't even sell gold pine resin in this one. Unless I've already bought it in a you know what, fine. Yeah, it is a shame. If only you were patched and then you sold the master key and some shit like that. I actually don't remember. I probably have bought gold pine resin from him before. He only stocks 3. They're not unlimited. But, oh yeah, I didn't rest at a bonfire now, did I? So, fastest way to get to the undead merchant is probably sunlight altar. I should have gone to Firelink Shrine, rested at the bonfire, and just used that to warp to places. That would have made more sense. Nah. Not this guy. Oh, I need to check on Rhea as well. Hopefully she's dead. Not a sentence you want to hear, I know. If I were to guess, I would think she's still alive, because the game probably doesn't count the bosses until they've actually moved, and you'd have to reload the area. I'm not sure about that, though. Shoo, Hellkite Dragon, don't bother me. There we go. Alright, pardon me, gentlemen. I know that my weapon was considerably smaller when we last met. And my helmet was not as glorious. But I have redeemed myself. Repair powder. Oh, I can buy 39. Holy shit. I think I'll just buy 5. That'll be plenty. Orange Guidance Soapstone, because why the hell not? Residence Key, sure. I don't have use for souls at this point. I'm going to buy the fucking heater shield as well. And 1 large standard arrow. Close enough. Because why the hell not? Oh yeah, all this shit in my quick bar as well. That's so much fun how they did that and didn't change it in any patches. Yay. Now remember, go over to Rhea. Made this mistake before. You know when there's something that you have to do, and the way that you remember it is by just telling yourself that thing every 15 seconds or so until it's drilled into your brain, and then you do that thing, that memory is still there and you just can't get it out afterwards. Look what I'm doing to myself. Toxin is a more vicious form of poison which quickly leads to death. But only in Blighttown from blowed out snipers. Hold the fuck up. Rest at the bonfire. You just learned this lesson and didn't use it. Petrus is there. Okay. I don't think that's an indicator of anything, but Rhea's corpse will definitely be an indicator. This is going to be my only chance to get the pendant, and if this fails, I'll just go into New Game Plus or something, or just make a new character and take a look at it. I'll also make the backup save when I'm in Firelink Shrine next as well, just after I end the part. And Rhea is still alive. God damn it. Well, I don't think I can kill her to get the pendant. It has to be Petrus. So, alright, that's fine. I'm extremely lazy, so I'm just gonna burn back to Firelink Shrine. I know the patch notes said they fixed the description of the pendant, so I'm gonna make one. So I'm gonna make a character just for the pendant. Because I care. Titanite Shard. Oh, those are so obsolete. Alright. So I'm gonna quit the game and make a new character just for the pendant. I need to read this. I didn't think it was going to count. I probably should have trusted my instinct there, because that means that Rhea is going to survive the playthrough. Normally a good thing, but not in this case. I love not being able to skip these splash screens. If only I was playing the remaster. Right, new game. Enter character name will be... Character name will be... Pen 15. No. Pendant. Slayer. That'll do. Perfect. Male. No, I don't care. Just A through all this shit. Gotta be a dragon skull there. That's too cool. Now, let's actually pay attention before I do that. Yeah, I know what you're all thinking. Just aid my way through all of that, including the gift. I caught it at the last second. We're fine. On reflection, it's possible the game has showed me a loading screen with the pendant in the loading screen. I didn't think about that until now. Probably not. I'm gonna pretend that it hasn't happened, even if it has. Right. This faintly warm metal engraved with the symbol of the sun is the ultimate honor awarded to Shu, who summoned the warrior of sunlight and complete a goal. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the Annals. Annals? Yeah. But the old god of war still watches closely over his warriors. Awarded to Shu? I can see why they fixed that. Okay, cool. Thank you, Dark Souls. Yeah, I don't know why I just quit the character there. I could have just made a much smoother outro if I just closed things off normally, but that's fine. I'll go back into the game and do my usual, well, what is it towards the camera, and then we'll close things off. I don't think there's anything left for me to do besides Gwyn, so that's going to be a really short part. I'm sure I can think of something to make that part go a little bit longer, because I don't want it to just be the boss fight. That'll be like 3 minutes long, especially if I'm using the Hornet Ring. It's a little bit difficult to believe that I spent 10 hours on this character. It hasn't felt like 10 hours, it's been shorter than that. Although I've got to admit, I have been having fun with this run. Not because the game is enjoyable, don't get me wrong. Can't go making that mistake. But because it's a really interesting journey to see what the game has to offer in its unpatched, unmolested state. Before they went and fixed things and made a functional game out of this piece of crap. But anyway, I think next part, we'll definitely take out Gwyn, and if I can think of something else to do in the next part, then I'll do it. But besides that, I'm not sure. This playthrough has been quite good, and I'd like to cap it off. So, thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.